So I thought I would show this, which is well, a little experiment I made. It's a Piccolo or mini ukulele, whichever you fancy, and I really just made it for fun. At the moment I'm busy building a mandolcello, which is a really big instrument, and I had little bits left over from scraps of wood from the build, so I thought I would just for fun build a very small ukulele. And just to give you sort of an idea of how small it actually is, just do a little comparison. This is a standard soprano ukulele, and this is the mini uke. So it really is tiny, and it has a 245mm scale, which actually is even shorter than the Kala pocket uke. My only really main aim for building this was just to see how it sounded and played, and also I wanted it to look as much as possible as just a downscaled ukulele, so not something that's been squashed or sat on. Just go through ever so slightly the specs I've done on this. First of all, it's got a spruce top. It's got a very thin spruce top, obviously, because being so small it needs to vibrate as much as possible. And it's got birch sides and a back, and it's got two-piece birch neck, tiny little bit of mahogany there. It's got a, I don't know what it is, fingerboard. I really don't. It looks very much like rosewood, but I'm pretty certain it isn't. And it also looks very much like walnut, which it isn't. So it's either some species of jacaranda that I have never come across before, or it might be some other wood. I just don't know what it is. But it looks very nice. It looks like a sort of rosewood fingerboard. It has a bridge built in the same material and a temporary oak saddle, compensated oak saddle, and the bone nut, and it's got mandolin tuners. I was going to put violin pegs on this, but I didn't have any, and I really wanted to just finish it off. And secondly, I realized that the headstock would be really cramped, so I found that these old mandolin tuners were the best solution. I just put the strings on this, so it's going out of tune all the time, so I'll have to come back and do a little something on it just to show how it sounds when these strings have settled in. And it sounds, and when it is in tune, it actually plays pretty well in tune, at least up to about the 9th fret, and then it gets just maybe a tiny bit shaky. The main problem of playing a uke this size is obviously the size of it. It's not very easy to hold it in any sort of conventional way, and I got fairly large hands, so it's really hard to fret them, and you tend to push the chords out of tune. But I must say it's a lot of fun as well. Why, I don't know. It's one of these things. Why do we like miniatures of things? I think that's really what it's all about. So that's it. The Piccolo micro mini uke, call it what you will, built from leftover parts. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.